FTRKO. When did you first know of your pairing with Randy, and when did you first meet him and get to know him at all?
So I first met him. I mean, I'm sure I met him a few times in WWE and said hello or whatever, but this is our first time actually conversing with him and talking to him and picking his brain and him picking our brains actually. And around this time was it. There was never any, and we can get into it. We can get into it deeper later, but there was never any plans for FTRKO. There were never any plans for it to be something, to be this. But I remember after it happened, Randy said, there's something here. Right. And then we did some house shows and he said, I can feel it. Like, this is the most excited I've been in my career in a very long time. And I want to keep it going. We started doing some live events and stuff, and he saw that me and Dan didn't like to call a lot of things in the back. And so we had this match it may have been a SmackDown match, actually.
And
I don't know.
He kind of does, right? Like, he's known for being meticulous about his promos, at least, and being careful about, you hear the story about the Seth Rollins RKO, about him being a little cautious about that. He's kind of a planned type person, is he not?
No. Well, okay. So this may be going a little bit too much into the future, but we had this match with the New Day, a 6-man tag. And like I said, we didn't call a lot of things. And I think it was a dark match. Maybe there was a dark match I think we might've had with Roman and the Usos or something. I can't remember. Anyway, we didn't call a lot of things. We called it a lot of it in the ring, and we got to the back and he was just, he was astounded at how much we talked in the ring. He said, do you guys do that all the time? And I said, yeah, that's kind of our, we don't like to call a lot of things in the back. And he said, that's how it used to be. He said, when I was coming up with Hunter and with Shawn and with Flair, and he, started naming all these people, and Adam, Edge, he was like, we felt it and we called it in the ring. And he said, and then somewhere, in the mix, he said it changed. And a lot of guys started calling it in the back. And I think it was because a lot of guys of that old regime, like Hunter and Shawn and Flair and Edge, they all kind of left at one time, and it left all these younger guys to do what they knew. And what they knew was to call it in back because of television wrestling. And he was so shocked by how much we called in the ring. And so he admired us so much. And that was the day that he said, there's something here. Like, this is something that I want to do. And man, he fought for it.